What is it like to be a woman born in Afghanistan? Being born female in Afghanistan is to face a life of systemic oppression, limited opportunities, and relentless hardship. From the moment of birth, the odds are stacked against you. The journey begins with the struggle to survive infancy in a country with one of the highest maternal and infant mortality rates in the world. If you make it past those early years, your life as a girl in an Afghan household is defined by inequality, servitude, and a lack of autonomy. A life of servitude and restrictions. From a young age, you are expected to serve the male members of your family, your brothers, father, and other male relatives. Household chores, cooking, and cleaning become your primary responsibilities, while your brothers are free to pursue education, play, or simply enjoy their childhood. Your freedom is severely restricted. You cannot leave the house without a male guardian, and even then, your movements are closely monitored. The outside world is largely off limits, and your existence is confined to the walls of your home. Denial of education and forced marriages. Access to education is a distant dream for many Afghan girls. While some families may allow their daughters to attend school in the early years, this opportunity is often cut short due to societal pressures, security concerns, or the belief that a girl's primary role is to be a wife and mother. Many girls are pulled out of school and forced into marriages, often to much older men or relatives, such as cousins. These marriages are rarely consensual, and once married, your life becomes a cycle of serving your husband and his family. Your dreams, ambitions, and individuality are erased, replaced by the expectation to obey and endure. A life without voice or agency. As a woman in Afghanistan, you are denied a voice, an opinion, and the right to make decisions about your own life. You cannot vote, participate in public life, or advocate for your rights. Your existence is reduced to being an accessory to the men in your life, a tool to make their lives easier. Your worth is measured by your ability to bear children, and you have no say in how many children you will have. Your body is not your own. It is a vessel for producing heirs, often at great risk to your health and well-being. Polygamy and shared burdens. In many cases, your husband may choose to marry multiple women, and you are forced to live with and serve his other wives. This dynamic creates a toxic environment of competition and resentment, further eroding your sense of self-worth and dignity. You are expected to accept this reality without complaint, as your feelings and desires are considered irrelevant. The horrors of blood price. In some of the most harrowing instances, you may be given away as blood price, bod, to settle disputes or crimes committed by your male relatives. This archaic practice involves handing over a girl or woman to the family of a person harmed or killed by her father, brother, or other male family members. It does not matter if you are a child of 5 or a young woman of 20. Your life becomes a bargaining chip, a means to restore honor or settle scores. This practice strips you of any semblance of humanity, reducing you to a commodity. A cycle of suffering. Your life as an Afghan woman is a relentless cycle of suffering, with little hope for change or escape. From birth to death, you are trapped in a system that denies you basic rights, dignity, and freedom. The stories of Afghan women are often marked by resilience and quiet strength, but these qualities are born out of necessity, not choice. The world may recognize your struggles, but systemic barriers and deeply entrenched cultural norms make it nearly impossible to break free. Conclusion. To be born female in Afghanistan is to navigate a life of unimaginable challenges, where your existence is defined by the needs and desires of others. While there are glimmers of hope in the form of brave women and activists fighting for change, the reality for most remains bleak. True progress will require not only the courage of Afghan women, but also a fundamental shift in societal attitudes, supported by global awareness and action. Until then, the story of an Afghan woman is one of endurance in the face of relentless adversity.